Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sister. So you've written into us about some difficulties that you're experiencing regarding the waswas, and especially when it comes to issues of purity and maintaining your wudu. And this is causing you some serious anxieties, and it's very overwhelming for you right now, to the point that it's making you feel like leaving Islam at times. So the thing is, with waswas, it really is taking over you right now. Shaitan wants to take control, and that's exactly what's happening right now, because it's really pushed you to this extreme point of wanting to leave Islam. And that's exactly what Shaitan wants. That's exactly what the point of the waswas is. But alhamdulillah, there are ways to combat that, and that's what we're going to go through here today, inshallah. So this is where we don't want the waswas to have control over you. We don't want him to have control over you. So the first thing to do, and the most important thing to do, is to be seeking refuge with Allah from shaitan. Keep yourself busy with acts of worship all the time. As much as you keep yourself busy with these activities, you don't give shaitan the chance to come in, the chance to whisper into your ear about things that are causing you great distress at the moment. And the thing is, the more you engage in these acts of worship, the more you do your dhikr, the more you read your Quran, the more you pray, you fast, and do all these different acts of worship, the more you'll be pushing the waswas away, the more you'll be pushing the shaitan away. And sometimes at the beginning this might be very difficult, especially if you're having these whispers. It might be pushing you away from doing these acts of worship. So you might find at first it's more difficult because the whispers are telling you not to do these things, but the whispers are telling you not to do these things, that you're not pure to do these things, exactly for the reason to push you away from Allah and closer to the whispers, to listen to the whispers. So you need to be strong against these whispers and to seek refuge with Allah from these things. And by engaging in the acts of worship, this can help you to fight against these different things and make it easier for you to move on and to get over these different anxieties. Shaitan and the waswas that come to you really want to stop you from engaging in these acts of worship. So by engaging in the acts of worship, you're almost pushing the shaitan away by doing this. And at the same time, you're serving to get closer to Allah at the same time, which will make things easier for you then in the long run as well. And then when it comes to the actual whispers, ignore them. By giving them the time, by giving them all your attention and becoming anxious as a result of them, you're letting shaitan win. You're letting him win because he's seeing that it's causing you great distress and it's actually pushing you away from the acts of worship. And that's exactly what he wants, because he knows it's going to take you away from Islam. So by ignoring the whispers, you're giving them no attention, you're not giving shaitan any attention, and he knows that it's not working for you anymore, and eventually he'll move away from you because he knows that there's no whispers that he can give to you that's going to take you away from Islam, that's going to take you away from acts of worship. So by just simply ignoring them, as difficult as it can be, especially at first, this is eventually what is going to help to push these whispers away and to help you to move on successfully. And by doing this, it will make you stronger and it will make him weaker. And eventually this is only going to result in success for you. And even remember at the end of the day as well that Allah knows your intentions. Allah knows that you want to pray. He knows that you've gone to make wudu. And it's the whispers that are making you doubt whether you have the correct wudu or whether you've broken your wudu. But Allah knows that you had the intention to pray. You had the intention to purify yourself for prayer. And Allah sees that. And have faith and confidence that Allah is seeing that your intentions are pure. And it's the shaitan and his whispers that are making you feel otherwise. And that's what's bringing you such great distress at the moment. And even the mere fact that it's causing you such great distress is a very good sign. And there's even a hadith about it where the companions had come to the Prophet ﷺ and said that they'd been having these thoughts from the shaitan. And actually this is a sign of faith. This is a sign of your faith. So the fact that it's causing you such distress is actually a good sign. So essentially, in a nutshell, what you need to do here really is increase your acts of worship and keep yourself busy with them as well. Avoid doing evil things as well. The things that we know that Allah dislikes, avoid them as much as possible, because the moment you start doing even just a little bit of something like this is where shaitan knows he can get you in this particular area, and he can exacerbate this in you and take you away from Islam, take you away from faith. So stay away from evil things, always do good things, engage in worship as much as possible. Be with good people as well. This is another good way to keep away from bad things and to keep doing good things. So this worship and ignoring the thoughts that you're having, not giving strength, not giving any attention to these thoughts, will only make you stronger. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if it really is becoming a very serious issue that you can't overcome, even by engaging in more worship and by ignoring these thoughts as much as possible, don't hesitate to go and see your doctor as well, because you'll be able to get some kind of psychological help with the difficulties that you're facing as well. If it's something that you need ongoing support with, if it's causing you such great anxiety to the point that you need this kind of help, then don't hesitate to go and seek this assistance from your doctor as well. So may Allah strengthen you, may He reward you for doing your best to strive on His path, may He strengthen you, may He guide you, and may He protect you from shaitan.